Hello, this is most controversial. How's everybody doing? Well, TGIF, thank God it's Friday. And I'm just coming on here just to talk a little bit. Um, I just wanted to talk about being married, um, being overweight, trying to get on the health journey, and other random topics. Um, I don't know if you guys know, but I am 42. I am a Taurus woman. That kind of contributes to me being overweight because, unfortunately, one of Taurus loves is food. Thank God my husband, I used to be like, at one point in time, I was almost up to 300 pounds. Now I'm down to like 250s. But my husband, he always loved me, and I'm a very strong person. I'm a very strong woman, and I'm very opinionated. And I love my husband because he comes off as very quiet and everything like that. But he's a very strong man because I couldn't be with no wimp. But he always loved me, even when I was even almost 50 pounds heavier than I am. He always loved me. He always told me I was beautiful. He always, like right now we work out together as we always have. And I really appreciate that. But it's hard losing weight. Like I said, I'm 42 now. So losing weight is very, very hard. And then you're dealing with, life. You're dealing with having, like we have one child together. He has a son before we was together. And my daughter is 16. And that's trials and tribulations, heartbreak, all that stuff. But right now she's working and trying to handle her business. But back to me, being overweight, married, and dealing with life, dealing with a lot of colorism during my life, which eventually the last book I write will be about the situations that I've dealt with colorism. I've dealt with a lot of it. Like I said, I had a job where I was going to be working with this guy, and the first thing he said was, "Oh, I don't like dark-skinned women." And I said, "I don't like fat-ass dudes, so this, would be a perfect team." And his mouth was just he couldn't believe I had said that. And so I've dealt with those situations. I've dealt with, just a lot of situations as far as colorism. And, that's why I did write a book, True to the Dark Side of Things. And it deals with a black dude that was into dark-skinned women as he was dark-skinned, and his family and friends told him, "Oh man, you too dark to like a dark-skinned woman. You too dark. You need somebody that's light-skinned or outside of your race and everything like that." But in the book, he finds out he meets his sister, new best friend, and she's a dark-skinned woman, and she's also dealt with colorism. And he actually ends up like begging her to, go out on a date and everything like that. He liked her style and everything like that. So it's a love story, but also it tells, their story of colorism. But yeah, for the most part, my marriage is really, really good. Like I said, I appreciate my husband. He's my sponsor. He, is behind my dreams. So don't ever get it twisted. Like, I just hate black men and they're so mean to me and evil. A lot of black men give me compliments and is very nice and very respectful and everything like that, which I really appreciate. But you got your black men, that has that self-hate and they want to push it off on black women, which is not fair. You know what I'm saying? So I deal with that a lot. Well, I ain't gonna say I deal with it a lot, but I deal with it here and there, where they feel like not only is you dark skinned, but you overweight, so why the hell are you talking? And it's like, I don't give a damn, I'm gonna be me. I've had, before I met my husband, it was plenty of guys that told me, "Oh, you talk too much. You cute, but you talk too much. I can't be with you." And it was their choice, So, like I said, I appreciate my husband. We've been together going on 18 years. And I'm still dealing with my weight issues and, along with life, you getting older, and everything like that. But I just want to be encouraging to a lot of people and continue to write these stories and teach people. I do write black romance as well as interracial romance, because the reason why I started doing that is because I noticed that a lot of black women were by themselves, growing old by themselves, being single, and they were just gorgeous. And a lot of them were saying, "Oh, black men don't want me, this, that, and other." So I did start writing interracial books so they could, feel loved and know that that, hey, maybe the person that you're supposed to be with is not of your color. As well as I also write stories for black men that feel like black women ain't giving them a chance, you know. But you have to love yourself first and foremost, you know, to get through this life. And as far as I was going to do a live stream on family and friends and dealing with colorism, like I got a lot of family members that are very colorist. You know, I had family members that came up to the hospital when I had my daughter saying how beautiful her color was. They didn't say she was beautiful, her features are beautiful. They were, oh, her color is so beautiful. And I'm like, what? Oh, your daughter's color is so beautiful. And I'm like, and I said, I hope she get darker than me, and she's gonna be treated like a beautiful black queen. It's like I have a lot of colorism in my family, and they don't understand how ignorant they sound. You know, my daughter, right now, she's the kind of a safe color, so she ain't gonna deal with too much colorism like that at this point. But anyways, what my point is, I had a friend that was very colorist. Like, she had a child, and she, you know, said, oh my God, I hope that the baby is not dark skinned, and I don't want her to go through this, that, and the other, you know. And I was like, well, regardless if she light skin or dark skin, she's still a black woman, so I mean, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Treat her as such. And then, like I said, my family, you know, I had an aunt when my daughter was like 1 month old. I took her to see my aunt, and she's one of my favorite aunts. And she literally got on her knees with her bifocals, on her knees on the ground, to look at my baby ears and her fingers. And I'm like, what the fuck is she doing? And then I realized that she was trying to measure out what color her skin was going to eventually be, which I thought was very ignorant. So I immediately got my stuff together, me and my husband, and we left. You know what I'm saying? Like, family members, a lot of black people is very colorist and very ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody is light skinned or whatever, that don't mean that they're beautiful. Just like if somebody's dark skinned, that don't mean that they're beautiful. You know? So I've dealt with all of this along with being overweight. You know? And I mean, black people really got to get out of that colorism stuff, because all it is self-hate. You know, it's very much self-hate, and it's very sad. It's a big colorism issue in the black communities, and nobody really want to talk about it. And especially, they don't ever want to hear it from me, being a darker skinned woman. They don't want to hear it. So I get a lot of backlash. I got people in my inbox saying, oh, you doing too much, you know, talking shit to me. And it's like, I don't care what you say. I'm saying my piece. I'm doing my part. You know, and all I do is ask everybody to do their part. Like, if you have colorism issues, deal with it. But don't, you know, bring it to black women. Like, one thing about it is, I know black men, dark-skinned black men, have went through colorism, and people calling them blackie and black ass and this, that, and other. I knew a guy that he had a beautiful, beautiful dark skin tone, very beautiful, and it was very smooth and everything. And you know, as soon as he got into it with somebody, the first thing he would do was call them, oh, with your black ass, you know, like saying it to them before they could say it to him. And I was just like, damn, he don't realize how gorgeous his skin is. You know, that's sad that his family and friends have called him black ass and, you know, things of that nature. So like I said, you got to be very careful, and you got to tell your kids they're beautiful no matter what. Light skin, dark skin, white, black, whatever color they is, mixed. I don't care what color they is, you know. But also, you know, one thing about it is, black people, we do have to work on our weight issues. You know, we do have weight issues in the community. That's another issue that a lot of people don't want to talk about, you know. And I got to talk about it because I'm going through my health journey. Like I said, I'm 42 now, so this shit is harder. It's harder to lose weight, you know. It really is. But like I said, 3 times a week, me and my husband, we trying to exercise and get back down, because I was like 30 pounds smaller than what I am now. And once my mom passed away, I gained all that weight back. Well, not all of it, excuse me, but 30 pounds back. And I'm just trying to get back on my journey. I hope, you know, I can start vlogging and everything like that. But I just want to tell y'all, stop being a part of that colorist community and start speaking out. You know, just like I said when I was watching the Hood movie, it was just disgusting how the non-black woman was talking in just the sweetest baby doll voice, and then the black woman, as soon as they got to the black woman, she's, oh motherfucker, this, that, and other, and it's like, black women don't just go off like that, you know, like we have a reason why we go off. We have it very hard, and we are the least protected. You know, I can't say for me because my husband, he's my bodyguard. Like wherever we go, people know not to play, and he see a black woman being mistreated, he on their ass. He don't play, period. He grew up around a lot of sisters and stuff like that, so he's very protective over black women, you know. And he didn't, from what I gather, he didn't deal with a lot of colorism with his family. But my mom, like, she was a lighter brown, and she had the very soft hair and everything like that, and you know, things of that nature. But she really couldn't understand where I would come from when I would say how I was going through colorism of my skin, so she kind of really didn't talk about it. So I kind of held a lot in, and I had a lot of family members that was light skinned with hair down to their waist. And they was full, you know, full black. I'm sure it was Indian somewhere in the bloodline because my grandfather was half Indian. But, you know, I remember being a little girl, and I thought I was cute, but she would, like, we would be playing together, and you'll have black people come up to her. Now I'm standing right next to her, and they'd be like, oh, she's so beautiful. Oh, look at your hair, and this, that, and other. And it's like they didn't realize, okay, hello, the little black girl right here. I'm standing right here. I'm here too. I think I'm cute. But they were so obsessed with her skin color and the fact that she had hair to her waist. You know, and black people is very ignorant like that. And they don't realize how that can hurt a child. And for a lot of years, I held it in. And then I told my mom, I said, Mom, I said, I'm going to write a book on my life story. And I told her a little bit of it. And she hung up the phone because it hurt her to hear that I was actually going through that, something she never went through. Like when she was, you know, she had hair down to her waist. Her mom would sit up there and braid her hair and have to tuck it under and everything else so it wouldn't hang because it was so long. You know, she went through that when she met my dad. You know what I'm saying? She was lighter skin because, you know, as you get older, you get darker. But she was light skin when she met my dad, a size 7. You know what I'm saying? And long hair. You know, so she never went through what I went through. You know what I'm saying? And my dad, you know, he was brown skin when they met, like a lighter brown. And as he got older, he got darker skin. So, but I mean, I even remember times when my little sister, Renee, she was lighter and she had real long hair. And my dad would sit up there and he would buy her different like combs and brushes, like as if like if I used it, like her hair would fall out or something. Because I was the type of kid where my hair was very, very sensitive, and all through school my mom would like put a Jerry curl in, and then as soon as it grew out, because the Jerry curl grew my hair so many times, and as soon as I get a Jerry curl and it grew out, I would want to sit up there and get a perm. You know what I'm saying? I would want to get a perm and then my hair fall out and then my hair back to an inch. And back then it wasn't all those weaves and wigs and all that stuff. And if it was, you know, my family couldn't afford it. We had a big family. It was 6 kids, you know what I'm saying? So I dealt with all of that, you know, and I was very quiet to myself and everything like that. And it was very hard as a child. It was very, very hard because it was like, even though the colorism wasn't talked about in the house, it was certain things, like I said, that my dad did, you know, and I know he didn't mean it, and, you know, he didn't think maybe I noticed it, but it was like, why would you buy her different brushes and combs and like, oh, you can't use those, you know what I'm saying? You can't use those and things of that nature. So it's like a lot of older black people, you know, they don't realize what they're doing to the younger. And I'm going to tell you something else. The older black people, they're going to have to stand up. And they're going to have to teach these people. It's like I only can do so much. My reach can only go so far with this colorism shit. I can't speak to the whole world. Like right now, that ad is, I got an ad going on that colorist video where I'm dog checking that colorist black man. I got a ad going on that. And that's money, you know. And a few people have donated to me, and a few people have bought like ebooks. My ebooks is between $1.99 and $3.99, you know, just so I can keep the ad going and everything like that. But, you know, I'm trying to do as much as I can as far as this colorism issue, because that's what I stand for, and that's what most of my books are going to be about, but mostly, like I said, I have interracial books that cater to black women, because I've seen a lot of black women get old. They end up in the church house. Beautiful women end up in the church house by themselves, you know, and all this stuff talking about they married to God, you know, and all the time you want a whole man, a whole warm body next to you. You know, so I that's why I started writing interracial books. And I noticed that a lot of women they wanted to, you know, see if, you know, hey, if these black men don't want me, maybe somebody outside of my race will, you know. And it is love everywhere. And I encourage black men and black women to, if you ain't satisfied and people outside of your race, if you fall in love with somebody outside your race, there's nothing wrong with that, you know, especially if it's true love. But don't do it because you have self-hate. Don't do it because you want your kids to be mixed. Because a lot of people want their kids to be mixed because they're scared that their kids are going to go through what they went through, being dark skinned. So I know what it is. A lot of it is self-hate. Kodak Black has self-hate. B. Simone has self-hate. And she's a lighter skinned woman and she has self-hate. You know, so we got to deal with this issue. And I really hope that you guys join the fight. Share my work. Share my videos, please. You know, I really hope you guys do. You know, I don't have that many followers, but, you know, I'm trying to get up there, and I'm just trying to spread the word of positivity in the black community. And we're all beautiful. The men, the women, from the lightest of the light to the darkest of the dark. We all are different. We all are beautiful black people. And that's no shade to white people, Mexican people, you know, I mean, Hispanic people, Asian people. That's no hate to them. But we got to love ourselves, and we got to stop putting everybody in the conversation and worry about our own self. Because we're the ones that's down. We're the ones that have the most self-hate from what I've seen. You know, and I have a lot of people writing into me about this stuff, and they want to talk about it, you know. And I'm willing to talk about it. I would love to talk about this colorism stuff because it is a big topic. You know, a lot of these men in these videos have, you know, disrespected the darker skinned woman, Lil Wayne being one of them, saying a bitch look better if she was red and all that, which I think my red sisters are gorgeous. I think my dark sisters are gorgeous. I think the brown sister, I think all of us is just beautiful with different features and, you know, and stuff like that. So we have to be united. You know what I'm saying? Just because you see a light-skinned woman, you can't say, oh, you know, oh, she's light-skinned, she thinks she all that. Because a lot of times they went through their struggles. Dark-skinned women, we definitely go through our struggles, and you see that more often than not. You know, whether people want to say it or not. But, you know, I've dealt with a lot of positive black men. So it's some good, very, very good black men out there. Don't get it twisted. And I got caught up in YouTube, where there is a big sector of black men that fucking disrespect black women so bad. You know, they just call us all different kind of names and say, oh, I don't want a black woman because of this, that, and other. But you know what? Them white women catching on. Because this one black guy had a post saying, oh, yeah, I can't be with a black woman. She don't fix my plate. And the white girl came right on there and said, and we're not going to fix your plate neither. So I thought that was hilarious. They're catching on to it. And what it is that it's a lot of self-hate, and white women is starting to see it also. And when I say white, I mean non-black, period. They're starting to see the self-hate in black men too. So black men, y'all better wise up, because y'all gonna lose a lot of beautiful sisters. My sister is gorgeous. She educated and everything, and she did give black men a try, and she got her heart hurt over, you know, in 2 relationships with black men. And, you know, she went on Christian Mingles, I believe, and she met her husband now, and he's a white dude, and he is a cool guy. You know what I'm saying? He got his head on his shoulders. He educated, got a good job, but she also got a good job and everything like that. And, you know, they're a good couple. You know, he down to earth, and they really a good couple and everything like that. So like I said, if you find love outside of your race, hey, I don't say, oh, look at them, they, you know, they with this person. No, what I say is I hope that you got with them for real love, and not because you self-hating. Don't be self-hating and getting with these folks because you want mixed kids, so your kids won't go through what you went through. You got to fight this stuff. It's not going to be easy. Just like I'm fighting my eating habit. Like I said, I'm a Taurus woman. We love food. We adore food. So it's very hard for me to put, what they say, push away the plate. It's very hard for me to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just taking it one day at a time, you know, but really, actually, that's all I really wanted to say to you guys. I love you all, and please support sumipublications.wildapricot.org/buy books, where you can download my books to any device and read it at your leisure. My books is not for the faint at heart. It's very, I am ruled by Venus, my sign, so it's very sexual. But at the same time, my books have a meaning in all of them. You know, it's a lot going on, but my books have a meaning, and they're very unique. You know, and you guys, I hope y'all have a blessed day, and I'm praying for all of you guys, you know, to be blessed and find self-love. I still don't have self-love. I'm learning to love myself. I'm 42, and I'm finally learning to love me, because, you know, it's only me. You know, I only can be me. I can't be nobody else. And therefore, I gotta love myself, and I'm just blessed, like I said, to have a good husband that loves me. You know, fat, thinner, you know, whatever. I know I get on his nerve because I do got a big mouth, and I stand for everything that I believe in. And I want you to do the same. I want you to stand up and believe in everything. And if you see some colorist issues, some bullying issues, because that has a lasting effect. You know, it really do. I lived, when I was a kid, I lived in a white neighborhood. And I mean, it was to the point where at one point I wanted to hold my lips in, you know, excuse me, because I have full lips. I wanted to hold them in because it was just white people in the class. I didn't want them to make fun of me. And I was just a young kid, like in second, third grade, thinking this stuff. So you know, my mom always said, little heads or whatever have big ears or something like that. But anyways, what it is that just because somebody is a little kid, they see what you're doing. You know, they see if you're treating them different and everything like that. So you got to be very aware of that, because it's a future of kids out here. These folks is on Molly and all this different drugs and all this stuff. It's a lot going on, and it's not good. And a lot of this rap music is promoting drugs and everything like that. But on the drug tip, I am almost 6 months clean. Thank you. And I'm very proud of myself, and you know, I've gotten a lot of work done, and I'm very excited, and I have a lot of projects going, but I will be coming back out on here, you know, here and there to speak with you guys. I really appreciate you guys so much, and I really hope you guys have a blessed year, a blessed day, a blessed lifetime, and you know, hey, holla at your girl. This is most controversial. I'm out. Peace.